Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. Before I start the CSGO news episode, I do want to say that my next video, which will be released tomorrow, will be an apology video discussed about Mo and the response video that I made about him yesterday. I will be making a full apology video and explaining my entire situation to all of you guys tomorrow, so please stay tuned for that and make sure to watch that all the way through. I'll be giving 100% my side of the story and when it actually went down. So hope you guys enjoy that video tomorrow, and hope you guys enjoy CSGO news today. As always, let's get right into it. So I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard about H3H3 in his video he uploaded 2 days ago, specifically exposing the CSGO Gambit community, and then specifically even more than that, he exposed Tmartn and Syndicate for their affiliation, their very sketchy affiliation and co-ownership of the website known as CSGO Lotto, and how they've been promoting that website on their own streams and their own YouTube videos while they've been co-owning it, which makes a huge conflict of interest. Now obviously, which a huge YouTuber like H3H3 uploads a video like this, everyone starts shining the lights on these guys, and a lot of things have come to light besides the fact that they're co-owners of CSGO Lotto. Now specifically with Tmartn, he's actually a co-owner and has equity in the team Envyus, the CSGO team over there, and the organization there, which creates a lot of controversy because now no one knows who to believe and no one knows what's been faked and what's actually real. Now when I say that, I mean if you look back to former Envyus player MBK, who's tweeted out these kind of things promoting CSGO Lotto, and then he deletes these tweets, it creates further conflict of interest because no one knows whether to believe MBK actually won that money or if it was actually fake. Now obviously no information has been leaked whether that was fake. He did delete those tweets, probably just to avoid controversy, but sadly the internet is crazy and they did find out that he deleted those tweets. Now besides the point, besides Tmartn and Syndicate and their affiliation with CSGO Lotto being very sketchy, nothing has yet been proven against them, but H3H3 did expose them quite heavily on his video, which again is getting a very wide array of viewers, so the light is continuing to be shown on Tmartn and Syndicate. Now further from that, we do have JoshOG, who actually came out on Twitch on his very own stream, one of the most popular CSGO streamers out there, and he actually admitted to also having part equity in CSGO Lotto. Now this creates even further controversy because JoshOG, known to be one of those better streamers, one of those bigger streamers, and promoting CSGO Lotto constantly. Now I'm not sure if he actually plays CSGO Lotto or uploads a lot of videos on YouTube because he's not very seldomly uploading on YouTube, or his YouTube following is not near as big as his streams, but he has promoted them in the past, and now everything is in question. The main controversy here coming, we don't know what to believe, we don't know what's real, what's staged, what's fake, and this is just all spiraling out of control very fast.
So it seems like CSGO Lotto is facing a lot of heat right now, but what bothers me is that people are saying you're among some owners. Is it true? So like I said, I was the first sponsorship that CSGO Lotto acquired, and when it comes to a startup, especially a startup, it's not uncommon for a sponsorship to ask equity of a company. So
I'm dying. Help me.
That's not uncommon at all. And you'll actually find out that a lot of streamers have equity.
I mean, on one hand, this is a great thing. It's a great thing to expose the Gambit community. On the other hand, though, you find out that all your favorite streamers are affiliated with this kind of stuff, and there's very few out there, such as Summit, Tim the Tapman, they're not affiliated yet whatsoever. They've even come out on their streams and said, we're not affiliated, we don't do that kind of stuff, we don't stage bets. And then you're having, on the other hand, all these huge YouTubers being exposed. It's a crazy situation. I'm sure in the next couple of weeks, we're going to have more evidence leaked, and we'll have more news to report on. But right now, Gambit community is going insane, and it's going viral. Now, touching on the first day of ESL1 Cologne, we had not too many upsets. A lot of the teams that were expected to win did win, although we did have Team Liquid taking down Envyus in dominating fashion. They actually went down on Train 5-0. They were losing 0-5 and came back on a 16-2 run to close out that game 16-7. Team Liquid looking absolutely amazing. Now, this was JDM, their Opper's very first official game of the team, and he looked amazing. Him alongside Hiko actually both top fragged and led Team Liquid to their victory against Envyus. And then we had the Group D of death, that is, as SK Gaming did take down G2 in a match that was much closer than the scoreline actually says. It was on Kabul, generally a CT-sided map, and G2 led going into their CT side. They led 8-7 at half, but they were only able to pull off 3 CT rounds and lost 16-11. So that series much closer than you guys would think. And also less than a week ago when it was G2 versus that former LG roster, now SK Gaming, so the same matchup, they did beat them in a best-of-3 series. So if they ever meet up again sometime soon in the major, expect that to be a very close series as it was today. Now also we did have FaZe Clan facing off against Fnatic, a minor upset here as FaZe Clan did take Fnatic down 16-14, and it obviously a very close match there, but definitely the most competitive group of them all, besides maybe Group A. Austral is supposed to dominate that group, but this group looking amazing as well. In other CSGO news, the team who started just over a month ago revolving around now Liquid Simple, that is the old team from Ukraine known as Worst Players, has now been picked up and signed by Team Preparation, and that will be their new team name going on from here on out. Now the roster has changed a little bit. Obviously Liquid Simple he was replaced by former Empire player known as Cyber Focus, and replacing Phil in one of their other other players was an Anox player or Nox player by the name of JMQA. Now, before I move into this further, I want you guys to know that most of Team Worst Player Success and most of what they're known for was just a couple months ago in the Starlighter Invitational when they did take down the XSK Gaming roster, and that was their old complete roster. You know, they still had Pimp, they still had Magisboy, they had the full team there that had been traded away now, but they had their full team back in Starlighter Invitational, and they beat that full squad quite convincingly in a best-of-3 series. I believe they beat them 2-0, but a lot of that was because of Liquid Simple. I wouldn't say carrying, but he had a dominating performance, and that was actually what he came back to. He was in Ukraine for a while, not playing whatsoever, and one of the first tournaments he came back with worst players was this Starlighter Invitational, and he went off and dominated for this team. Now, it is duly noted that this team did perform quite evenly and very, very well also in other matches versus Virtus Pro and Godsent. Both of those best-of-3 series went to the third maps, and those weren't all simple. You know, this team has potential. Obviously, losing a few players, picking up other ones as well. Losing definitely their best player simple, but the team definitely looking good for the future. I'm very curious to see what their first tournament officially as a team together will be like. And also some cool news involving Spunj. Two stories back-to-back here. We do have former Renegades in-game leader and captain Spunj, who's actually commentating and streaming on his own CSGO channel on Twitch, the ESL1 Cologne Major, so go check that out, guys. He tweeted out a couple days ago that he'd be trying to do this, and now today he actually confirmed. All day long I saw him streaming at work. Shh, don't tell my boss or anything, but it's really cool to see that he kind of, you know, retired from CSGO, but is still sticking around the scene, and he will be doing that hopefully all tournament long, so feel free to go check that out. And last of today's CSGO news, we do have potential changes coming to both rosters from Team Renegades. As I spoke about Spunj earlier, we have his replacement possibly, and also potential changes coming to Team Immunity as well. If you guys are a fan of both of those teams, expect roster changes coming sometime soon from an inside source. Now, first off, we do have the replacement of Spunj, obviously coming in from Team Immunity. That will possibly be the opper known as Ricky from Team Immunity coming right to Team Renegades, and that will be Spunj's replacement. Now, also partially leaked on Mo's stream a couple days ago, I believe it was June 30th on Mo TV's stream, the new Immunity lineup was also leaked, and they'll be potentially kicking their captain James, also their in-game leader, and also a player by the name of Moe CQ, and losing their opper Ricky, obviously, to Team Renegades. So a big shift coming between these two teams. Now, Immunity will be picking up Australian stand-in player for their team in the past. He stood in a lot for them in the past, known as Offnu, and also another Australian player known as APOC. So as well as having former Renegades player Havoc also come to the roster to complete those two shifts. So mark my words, guys, inside sources say this is true. Now again, people are going to hate on me for speculation, but expect these changes sometime soon. As always, guys, it's very, very good to be back to CSGO News. I will be uploading that video tomorrow, though. It's going to be a very, very hard video to record, but I really want you guys to know that I have not felt this bad in a long time, and being on Richard Lewis's show has really opened my eyes to I messed up, and I will be going on about this in that video tomorrow that I will be uploading an apology to Mo. I didn't want to publicize it. I don't think Mo would want me to do that because it makes me feel like I'm trying to get views for it, but I need you guys to know that I'm so deeply sorry about that. I know this is not the right video to make it about, so please stay tuned for that tomorrow. I'm going to try and keep my attitude up. I will not be streaming until then because I can't stream when I'm not like feeling... I didn't feel satisfied after that. I obviously didn't because I made a huge mistake. So hopefully you guys will all still be there for me when I come back to streaming sometime soon. So I'm going to try and make it right. I know there's no way I could potentially do that. I just did something that was so idiotic of myself. And I hope you guys can see that. Now, obviously, I'm getting a lot of hate for that. I completely understand that. That's fair. So I will see you guys all tomorrow with another CSGO News episode, or hopefully in a couple days, and hopefully some streams later this week as well. So thank you guys all for supporting me in the kind words. As always, live, love, laugh a lot. Remember, I like you. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Goodbye.